Inside Northeast Racing is sponsored by the New York State Stock Car Association, Gene Cole's Utica Rome Speedway, Jack's Used Race Car Parts and more, Big Fab Chassis, RCT Roofing, Joel Mearns, and our friends at Dirt Track Digest.
Welcome to the 29th show of Inside Northeast Racing. This week we take a trip out to the Glen Ridge Motorsports Park, visit the 602 Nationals. Here we see a couple of 602 competitors taking a cruise over the field. There's Tommy Johnson. Backcourt Speedway champion Greg McCluskey was in the house as well. At Crash, big thank you to Nisco for everything they've done to this show this year as well. There's another glimpse of the action we're going to see coming up. It was a pretty hot weekend. Now let's get it started. Big thank you to Nick Stone and Stone Motorsports, as well as Rick Taylor and RCT Roofing for helping us out with our Pro Stock coverage this year. Here's a look at the Pro Stocks in action from the Moody Mile.
I'm here with Gus Hellner. Gus, what are your thoughts on being here tonight at Super Dirt Week?
I like this place. I love coming here, and it's a nice, fun track. It's fast. It's great. I just like it.
I'm here with Nikki Stone. Nikki, what's your thoughts on being here tonight at Super Dirt Week?
Well, we're just kind of trying to stay calm more than anything, but it seems like we got a lot of fast cars up here, so we're just looking at the time trials or practice time lapse. There's a handful of guys that are fast, so we just want to get a good starting position and I guess go from there.
What do you think the outcome's going to be for tomorrow night for you?
I think it's going to depend on our time trials. I think if we start up front, I think we'll do all right. The car seems to be handling good.
Welcome everybody back to Napa Super Dirt Week 42. It's Sunday morning here at the Moody Mile, and the Pro Stocks are ready for the Back Off 20. One of the most exciting events here every year at Syracuse is this race. Right now, skies are overcast a little bit. That's changing the track. Get ready. Here come the full fender Pro Stocks.
makes his way up onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for the winner of the Back Off Pro Stock Championship, Rob Yetman. Well, I got to tell you, buddy, the flag coming apart down there is about the only thing that hasn't worked to your favor this weekend. What a weekend.
Man, you ain't kidding. I mean, we came here, my lettering guy, Mark, I got something for him, too. We got Best Appearing Car. He was been trying to get that. I've been trying to get this win. Glenn's been with me for so many years with these sponsors. I got Joe Lazaro, number one. I mean, the guy is he's so into this. And this Eagle is going to go up on his stuff, you know what I mean? I got Boomer's Performance. Brian called me for the past month, pumping me up. Well, you can do it. So, I mean, you can have all the money, but I got a great bunch of guys, and they do take a lot of crap from me. But, we got it done today.
Well, you got it done today. It got kind of interesting there for a while when Pete got by you. You made it quite an interesting restart. It was time to go to work, and you did so.
Well, the damn lap cars, I saw Paul down there at the bottom, so I figured I'd get by him on the bottom. He came to the bottom. Well, next thing you know, I got by him, and there's Pete. I'm like, So Pete got by me, and I followed him for a while, and I started massaging over here a little bit on the outside, and I found something there. I was able to get right around him.
Well, you found something that worked, and something worked all weekend long. You just mentioned, as on behalf of Gator Racing News, you'll get the plaque for the Best Appearing Car and Crew Award. Again, that goes back to Mark's Graphics. Mark McDonald certainly takes a lot of pride in his work. They brought a whole new color scheme for you this week here at Super Dirt Week. Might we see more of that color scheme in the future? That might be a good luck omen.
Jesus, I think so. Last time we were white, I sat on the pole back in 05 and we finished second. I said, the black comes up here. We haven't been doing so well with black, so let's paint this sucker white and get it done.
Well, you got it done here this afternoon. We got representatives from the Murata family down here. The Back Off check, Rob, that's going to look good on your shop wall. Again, certainly, Joe Lazaro is going to be proud of this effort. And again, we congratulate you on this big win.
Yeah, can we get him down here? Send a card over for that man right there in that gray sweatshirt. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pro Stock champion here for Super Dirt Week 42, the winner of the Back Off Pro Stock Championship out of Castleton, New York, Rob Yetman.
Congratulations to Rob Yetman on winning the Syracuse Pro Stock event. Big thank you goes out to Jerry Higbee and HigFab Chassis for their help in all they did with us to bring you exclusive coverage of Super Dirt Week. Now here's Courtney with some predictions from the fans.
Who do you think is going to win the 200 lapper tonight?
Who do I think's going to win it, or who do I want to win it?
Who do you think is going to win?
Unfortunately, I think Brett Hearn will probably end up winning it because that's just the way it happens.
200, hoping Ronnie Johnson this year.
Ronnie Johnson?
Yeah, number 44. You think Stu Friesen's going to win this?
Friesen?
Yeah, I think so.
Jordan Lapper, I would say matchup.
Who do you think is going to win the 200 lapper?
T-Mac.
T-Mac? Yeah. What do you think?
T-Mac.
T-Mac? Thank you.
Stuart Friesen.
Stuart Friesen?
I'm a Canadian, that's why I say that.
Okay.
I'm a Brett Hearn fan, but I'm also Stuart Friesen fan.
All right.
So I got two choices.
Brett Hearn.
Brett Hearn?
Danny Johnson.
Danny?
Don't really know.
Don't really know?
No. I think probably Matt Shepard.
Matt Shepard? All right. Thank you.
This race today?
The 200 lapper.
The who?
The 200 lapper?
Stuart Friesen. Who else?
Stuart Friesen?
Yeah.
All right.
He's ready for some good luck.
Yeah.
Who's going to win this 100 lapper?
200 lapper.
Oh, I don't know. Probably Friesen.
Friesen?
He cheats like hell, so.
I don't know.
You don't know?
The guy that crosses the finish line.
He doesn't speak English.
Who do you think is going to win the 200 lapper?
I wish it would be David Hebert
David the Bear?
because we love David Hebert, but I think that maybe Billy Decker is one of the best. I think he's due for one, and but Brett Hearn is not bad too. So I don't know.
Okay.
It's gonna be a strategy race.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Now we'll send it over to Clinton Jeffrey, speaking with some of the modified drivers pre-race to the 200.
Jemike Soul finished second from a good run. You got to be real pleased about that. Talk about the drive up from 7th, though.
Oh, it was a lot of work, and we got a lot of breaks, and it worked out for us.
We heard you got some info from Stu Friesen. He give you any advice out there?
Yeah, he told me keep it clean and stay on our lap.
So you guys obviously have a long day ahead of you, but this is a race that can be won from any position here. 200 laps. Have you guys thought about fuel strategy and all these other things you got to consider in short order here to put together for today's race?
Yeah, the guy's been on top of it if we got in, so we should be all set.
All right, there you have it. Jamike Soule gets in to the big race today.
I feel like we learned a lot from the small block race last night. Unfortunately, the changes we made for today are kind of a shot of the dice here. No hot laps today, so we were kind of banking on. We were pretty decent in the final practice overall, so, and then we tweaked the car a little more today. So hopefully we'll get it where it needs to be for this race.
We're at Vic Coffee. Vic, we rode along with you a little bit in the in-camera stuff. Just amazing views to see what it's like out there in the mile. Is it safe to say you're comfortable here at the mile?
Usually, yeah. This week I kind of been back and forth with the car. You know, we get it comfortable and get some speed in it, and then all of a sudden it's like we go out and, you know, and aren't so good again. So we kind of been back and forth. But, you know, I usually get around here decent, and, you know, I feel like, you know, we got a good shot today. The track's a little different than it was. Kind of probably got the car a little better, so it's a long race. Anything can happen.
New pit strategy or sort of opening up of the rules. You in favor of that? What's your feeling on that?
You know, it kind of it puts a little bit of, I guess, gambling back in it. You know what I mean? When you had to stop last year after 100, I mean, if you can't go 100 here, you have, you know what I mean? There's probably nobody here that can't go that far. So what they did is, you know, you're going to get guys gambling. You get guys trying to go 130, 25, 40 laps, whatever, and it's definitely going to make it interesting. So, you know, yeah, you got to be able to race hard, but you still got to be able to save fuel. And the last 25 laps being green, that opens up a whole other can of worms. So, you know, it is what it is, and everybody's gone through tech and pre-tech, so shouldn't be any issues or anything. And, you know, it might come down to who can go the farthest.
All right. Good luck today, Vic.
Thank you.
Been here good. You've raced here well. Been fast. Led races. What can you do to finally put that 200 trophy on your mantle?
Just kind of got to have a lot of luck, you know. And we've started out this week pretty bad, but we're getting better this week. And sometimes starting in the back don't hurt. You know, we can kind of do our own deal and not worry about what they're doing. And in the end, it's really going to be a lot of luck today, I think, or just with the fuel mileage and the strategy with the end of the 25 laps under green. You know, people try to fuel mileage, but if something happens in them laps, they're going to be eliminated, and then
Awesome run today. What were your thoughts when you seen everybody else start running out in front of you?
I couldn't believe that many cars are going to make it on gas. I thought you might get one or two, but with the rules the way they were, no cautions counting the last 25 laps, I knew I wasn't going to make it, so we were forced to pit. I mean, it was either pit now or pit later when we run out, so figured we'd just come in, take a softer tire. My car wasn't really that good, but when I could run it as hard as I could, it was good. So I wasn't sure if we'd make it all the way to the front because the track was pretty dusty, and really the only spot that you could do was going into one. 3 and 4 was pretty well one lane on the bottom, but it all worked out.
Congrats on winning the Syracuse 200. You've been trying for so long.
Thank you.
Larry White. Larry, what a great run. Inside the top 2 today. A lot of these guys ran out, had problems, but not you. Talk about your day. Early in the day, you were just flying on the outside. From the time the green went, wide open.
Yeah, we were going to plan on just running the car smoothly, try to get track position, and then come in, pit, and hopefully pit early enough to where we could get ahead of everyone and have enough fuel to run the rest of the race.
With Ryan Godown. Ryan, you've been a strong runner here. Keep slowly moving up the charts. Fuel mileage wasn't an issue for you guys today. Solid run, but maybe a little bit disappointing still.
Not really, because we've lost this race too many times running out. So for us to gain this, we got a gauge to go off of, which is good. We just need to be a little quicker in practice and a little quicker in time to start a little toward the front.
You guys weren't even in the running for a long time, but they were praying they were going to run out, and they did.
Yeah, Rob Housley that did the crew chief work for me. He's like 100% credit for the strategy. That's what got us here.
Here's Dwayne Howard. Dwayne, what a run for you today. You weren't even going to ride earlier in the week, and here you are inside the top 5. You got to be really pleased with that.
You know what? I was coming here Thursday to be a crew member and sit in the stands and help this Albert kid. He's a local racer down with us, and became good friends with a young man. And if I can get him going in his career, I'd really like to do that. And I was supposed to come here and help him, not drive this race car. And I just want to thank the Albert family for the opportunity to drive this. But we worked hard all week, and just an overwhelming day. Everything worked out.
The New York State Stock Car Association had some special awards for the first NISCA member across the line. Those winners were Larry White in the modifieds. 358s was Brett Hearn. Jeremy Pitts was the sportsman recipient. And Rob Yetman took the Pro Stock honor.
Hi, I'm Mark Krosky, president of New York State Stock Car Association. We are proud to be a sponsor of Inside Northeast Racing. They've done a tremendous job this year promoting the sport and promoting the New York State Stock Car Association, and we're looking forward to working with them more in the future. Hope is everybody's had a fantastic season. Hope everybody accomplished everything they wanted to. We're looking forward to 2014. Have a great off season.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you, NISCA, for everything you did this season to help us out with the Inside Northeast Racing Show. We also want to thank Jackie Brown and Jack's Used Race Car Parts and More for their season-long help with the show. As we mentioned earlier, Saturday night saw the 602 Nationals coming into Glen Ridge Motorsports Park. After the time trials were run, Tyler Dippold was the man to beat, setting the fast time. Tim Sears Jr. and Dave Marchicelli would lead the field of 30 cars to the first green. On lap 2, a red flag would fly for the car of Tommy Johnson, who started 6th as he would get high into the turn 2 wall, then do a nose stand coming down on the 20 of Jack Gentile. Sears, Marchicelli, and Scarborough remained the top 3 for most of the first segment. Scarborough moved into second around lap 17. The start of the second segment would see Marchicelli make the pass on the inside of Scarborough in turn 4. Contact between the two would send Scarborough to the pits. Brian Crummell then began to put heavy pressure on the leaders as he moved through the field in his Zig Fab chassis. Sears was the eventual winner of the second segment, which would set up the field for the final 45. Coming to the start of the first segment, Tim Sears Jr., Brian Crummell, Anthony Prego, and Rocky Warner would be leading the field to the green. Shortly after, the wind started picking up, and it wasn't long before the rains came and the feature was checkered with 90 laps official in the books. Tim Sears would take the Grit Series win over Anthony Prego, Brian Crummell, Tyler Dipple, and Rocky Warner. The Niska Weekly winners from the Glenridge Motorsports Park were Tim Sears Jr., Colin Bocus, Keith Tessero Sr., and Jim Becker.
Inside Northeast Racing is sponsored by the New York State Stock Car Association, Gene Coles Utica Rome Speedway, Jack's Used Race Car Parts and More, Hig Fab Chassis, RCT Roofing, Joel Mearns, and our friends at Dirt Track Digest. Video provided by Northeast Racing Videos.
Well, that wraps it up for this week. Hope you've enjoyed our final look at the Super Dirt Week coverage, as well as our coverage from the 602 Nationals. As the season comes to an end and the leaves begin to fall off the trees, we wish you all a safe off-season. I'd like to give Dan Martin a big thank you for all of his help this year with the show and helping make this come true. Thanks for watching. We'll see everybody soon. And look for more Northeast Racing video projects throughout the winter.
Inside Northeast Racing is a Northeast Racing Videos production.